So, hello everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. I'm currently live streaming right now. Do those every weekend, by the way. But right now,
gets leaked.
We're basically gonna react to this video when gooning gets leaked. Don't worry about the search up there. My friend told me there was a video called that. But
I did not say there was a video called that. I was gonna send you the link though.
So we're just gonna erase
that.
that.
Wait. Brother sells drugs to feed his little sis. Watch that, bro.
We'll watch that after this, but first we're gonna watch when gooning gets leaked.
We need to watch Darman Best Moments.
What happens when gooning destroys your online reputation?
I think it's gonna destroy your online reputation.
One such person this happened to was Atrioc, whose accidental leak was perhaps the most infamous in this entire video. It was an otherwise ordinary Monday in...
Who is Aptarik, chat? Can you guys tell me who Aptarik is? We'll find out.
Late January 2023, when this story unfolds. Atrioc was in the middle of a live stream when his open tabs popped up on his screen for literally a frame or two at most. It's very likely that given the fact it wasn't on his screen for even a second, Atrioc didn't know at the time that he had just contributed to the most humiliating and damaging moment of his entire career.
Good work back there. The syndicate took a serious blow.
What time is it where I am? What time is it?
Yo, I'm pretty sure he just leaked his corn.
PST.
Hold it. Run that back.
What time is it where I am?
Oh shoot! I saw it, bro. I saw the thing, bro.
Enhanced section A6.
Eagle-eyed viewers analysed the frame and quickly unearthed a shocking discovery. Atrioc had been accessing a deep-fake porn site.
Fake ones? So he basically has a virus?
Just for reference, in case there's anyone who's watching this that doesn't know what a deepfake is, it's essentially when you digitally superimpose the face and features of one person onto another. So in
so he took someone else's face and put it on.
Lots of cases, people take the likeness of young, attractive female celebrities and put them onto a porn actress to make it look like what's happening to them is actually happening to the female celebrity instead. This means that deepfakes lack the consent of the person who's having their likeness taken. With the rise of AI, it's easier and easier to make this kind of content, which is posing an ever-growing problem for the victims, who are largely young, attractive female celebrities. And in the case of Atrioc, this is where things get even worse. You see, Atrioc is a very large streamer. Today, even after his earth-shattering...
He sounds like it because he was caught gooning on camera.
...scandal, he still has a combined 1.25 million followers between his Twitch and YouTube. When this was...
That's pretty good.
...going down, he was closely associated with some of the largest names in live streaming, such as Ludwig. You might remember me mentioning Ludwig in my recent video about when alcohol ruins your career, but Ludwig is one of the most well-connected content creators on the entire internet. He has a lot of friends, and even a couple of enemies. And he has a girlfriend known as Cutie Cinderella, who in her own right is extremely popular, and she too is close friends with a lot of the largest streamers, particularly a lot of the largest female streamers on the internet. So you might be wondering to yourself, why am I even bringing her name up? But
yeah, like was she one gooning too? Like,
oh, as it turns out, Cutie Cinderella, the girlfriend of one of Atrioc's closest friends, actually had deepfakes of herself on this website. Other notable female streamers on the site included Pokimane, Maya Higa, and Sweet Anita. This man had a gooning session to the women that were essentially the closest thing he had to female colleagues. Embarrassing doesn't even cut it. Shortly after this was all exposed, Atrioc would come out on stream with his wife.
This is a 20-minute video, by the way, and we're still on the first person, bro.
By his side to deeply apologize and try to explain his side of the story. He would reveal that he only accessed the site one time while his wife was out of town, and he had the receipt to prove that he purchased access to the site the very same day he accidentally leaked it. After he was done, he had just forgotten to close the tab.
I don't know. I just clicked the fucking link at 2 a.m. and the morals didn't catch up to me, and I'm sorry. I really fucking am.
And to many people, that's where they thought the story ended. But it does in fact go on. Ever since this incident, Atrioc has been on the straight and narrow, and you can tell that he's genuinely tried to make amends for his actions. He's donated a lot of his money, in excess of $100,000, to try and get deepfake sites taken down, and he has actually succeeded in large parts. According to sources I could find, he's helped take down hundreds of them. In his apology, he does come out to appear genuinely remorseful, and so a lot of people have since accepted that perhaps in a moment of weakness, he made a mistake that will haunt him until his dying day. But given that he's made genuine efforts to make up for what he's done, he's been able to recover a large portion of his audience. If you take a look at his social blade, you'll see a clear story unfold. His leak happened
I mean, was gooning really that bad that time?
at the tail.
Yo, I'm gonna defend if you don't stop with the guitar.
What?
I said I'm gonna defend if you don't stop with the guitar.
Dude, I'm playing Mudvayne Dig, 4-angle split screen. Look at my screenshot. I'm literally playing.
Yeah,
a song.
but we're reacting to the video.
End of January, so his channel wasn't really affected until February
Look at my
2023.
screen.
You can see that he loses subscribers and his views flatline. But several months later, after he put in the work to make amends, his channel saw a second wind, and today he's once more growing. It's impossible to say what his relationship is like with QC and the other female streamers today, but she did say at the time that their relationship was irreparable.
I'm the last person who wants to dislike him. He's one of my boyfriend's best friends. He's only ever been so kind to me. I love spending time around him. If anything, I'm ostracizing myself more from my boyfriend's friends because now I don't want to be around him. I don't want to hate this guy. I really don't. I've loved him. Yeah.
What do you want? I'm reacting to the video. Like, bro.
I'll stop if after that video you react to a Primus song.
I don't know what that means.
There's a band called Primus. After
Okay.
this, you have to listen to one of Primus's songs.
Alright, I will.
Like years at this point. I'm devastated, and it's like, what do you want me to do though? Like, how do you move on from that? I don't know. And maybe 8 months from now, you know, emotions settle and something, but I don't see it happening. It's just like, I just can't believe the shit that it's caused.
But this is one case where gooning almost ended a thriving online career. But
shoot.
due to a genuine effort to make amends, it was able to be salvaged. I'm genuinely curious to hear your guys' thoughts on the situation, so let me know down below in the comments section, because it's definitely divided fans. So yeah, express your thoughts on the situation, or to be honest, any of the
Bro, I can't with this guy looking like a Reddit mod with his hands, bro.
stories we have today down in the comments. But of course, Atrioc is not the only person who's ever been exposed for gooning while live. We still have plenty of cases to get to, such as someone who was caught gooning to NSFW horse and lolly content, and a prominent male streamer that had
Is that Nick A30, bro? Is that... Chad, that looks just like Nick A30, bro.
fans videos of them leak. But for now, it's time to turn to the dark side.
Yo.
If you're like me, you would have watched Drama Alert religiously back in 2016. The schisms, the feuds, the betrayals, it all had such a je ne sais quoi. And one such incident that Keem reported on back
Is that Markiplier? It's pretty cool, man.
then, within a video that has since been seen by more than 1 million people, included DSP, commonly known online as Darkside Phil, who was caught jerking the gherkin while live on stream.
Jerkin the gherkin. What? Jerkin the gherkin live on stream.
What appears to have happened is that he set up a live stream to record himself gaming. And if you've ever watched a live stream before, you might be aware that this happens quite a lot. You'll get the notification that one's starting, you'll click on the live stream, and you'll be greeted to, you know, some sort of graphic saying stream starting momentarily. It's going to start in a few minutes. And this is just a way to get everyone into the live stream so that when the stream is ready, it can begin with a full audience.
Yeah.
Well, in DSP's case, he did not realize that his camera was on and recording him. And for whatever reason, he decided that then would be the perfect time for a cheeky pre-stream wank.
Whoa.
Need I say any more? It was only after he had finished that he realized that the camera was on the entire time.
Oh, the camera's on. The camera's been on the whole time, huh? I don't even know.
This is the face of a man who has just realized that he's whacked his gack in front of his entire audience. Let me just say that I really hope that he washed his hands before he picked up his controller to start gaming. DSP had around 200,000 subscribers at the time, and he would never see 300,000. It seems as though he essentially plateaued in growth around this time. And if you're a long-time viewer of his content, you'd know that realistically, him getting caught with his pants quite literally down was not the main reason this happened. Let's Plays are essentially dead in the water today. His content has not evolved with the times. And that's not to say anything of his reputation out—
Chat, Loki? Why have Let's Plays Loki, like, fell off? Like, no one watches them anymore. Like, the Minecraft Let's Plays? Like, nobody watches those anymore. Might need to revive those.
Side of this incident. On his very own wiki, I found that people call him a hypocrite, a liar, a man-child, and even the cancer of gaming, which is just a fantastic moniker to don. But let's be very honest with ourselves, getting caught choking the chimp while live definitely didn't do him any favors. But from chimps to horses, the words that you're about to hear come out of my mouth were not even fathomable before February 2024, because that's when the infamous Vorsh leaks happened. If you don't know what I'm talking about, dear viewer, you're in for a ride. So you're probably wondering to yourself, who is Vorsh? Well, he's a left-wing political streamer closely associated with Destiny. According to an article by The Independent, he appeared on Destiny's streams from time to time, and he was encouraged by Destiny's audience to make his own channel. And so he did, cultivating a fastly growing audience, with him trying to appeal to white men that often felt disconnected from standard left-wing content creators who are usually soy-pilled, woke, and unmasculine. Vorsh's growth, you'll see, was fairly consistent, with him achieving view counts of 5 to 6 million per month, essentially every month. But then you'll notice really a sharp drop-off in February 2024, and the reason why can be traced back to an infamous livestream. Vorsh seems to be looking up men's fashion, and then he right-clicks on one of the images, and so opens up a folder on his desktop for his entire audience to see. A folder titled To Be Sorted, and a folder that contains swaths and waves and dozens of images of not safe for work pornography. Now, for very obvious reasons, I will not be able to show you the contents of this folder. It is quite literally pornography. However, imagine, if you will,
yeah, that does not sound good. You're cooked, bro.
Blowjobs, general intercourse, and the like. And imagine it being between a woman and a horse. And that is some of what showed up on Vorsh's desktop. And to make matters even worse, there was lolly sprinkled in there too.
You can see this is an example of the kind of structure that I'm referring to.
Now, according to my research, I found a few comments that said that Vorsh has spoken about
He was like, whoa,
horses in this manner in the past, so the fact that horse porn showed up on his PC wasn't the most shocking thing to happen that day. The lolly, though, needed some answers, and within his response video, Vorsh said that he simply didn't know. He argued that art is up for interpretation, and when scanning it over for the brief moment before he saved it, he just didn't clock that these images were considered as lolly.
By the next day, I had learned from what felt like the entire goddamn internet that 2 of the images in my folder preview window were actually from a well-known lolicon artist, and therefore definitely intended to be lolly shit, which has to be the worst possible way to find out about that sort of thing. Now, obviously, the accusation here isn't just that I had those images saved. That part's true, not really an accusation, but also that I must have known that they were lolicon and saved them because they were lolicon. Now, the obvious and predictable but nonetheless true response from me is that no, I didn't know that, and that must not have been the impression I got from those 2 drawings, because if I had gotten that impression, then I wouldn't have saved them, you know? I mean, drawings are abstractions, and art styles and body proportions vary massively, even for characters that are unambiguously adults. That doesn't mean lolly isn't a thing or a problem. I've bitched about it being a problem, like, a lot on stream. It just means that
pretty sure it is a problem.
Carelessly or inattentively failing to notice it isn't exactly impossible. Yeah, I know what some people are going to say. You know, no, you must have known. There's no way you didn't know. And like what am I going to do? Make a fucking evidentiary argument here? You know, like I'm not putting up the images so we can argue about the pixels or the proportions or whatever. I know fully well that like 99.9% of people who have heard about this drama haven't seen the images, nor do I think those people should go looking for them, obviously. So it's pretty much entirely a take me at my word or don't kind of situation where people are free to lie about the drawings, or, as I've already seen on Twitter, just post other really bad looking shit and say that's what I had in my folder. There's not much I can do about it, right? It's all totally unfalsifiable, and people are going to make whatever assumptions and inferences they want to make. All I can really say is that I didn't notice the problem while saving the drawings, the same way a person could fail to notice any element of any drawing if they were careless or inattentive or distracted.
Clearly, this excuse was not going to work for many of his haters, and so after the infamous leaks, he was called not only a zoophile, but also a pedophile. Several large creators such as H3H3, Diesel Patches, and Sensitive Society would give their thoughts on the situation. However, a lot of people surprisingly stood by Vorsh. His response video was generally taken very well, actually having a fairly positive like to dislike ratio, all things considered. Just like Atrioc before him, Vorsh would lose a substantial chunk of his audience in the initial battle.
Little T, what do you want?
Yo, are you done with that?
Oh, we're reacting to this Josh Dub video.
Backlash. However, over the next several months, he was able to win many of them
It's almost done, bro.
back. Just like Atrioc before him, he's now performing just as well, or maybe even better than he was before the leaks. And just like Atrioc, this man went through perhaps one of the most embarrassing things to ever happen to anyone on the internet, and was still able to walk out the other side of it with his career intact. His reputation to outsiders is obviously damaged at best. You can't completely come back from something like this. To many people outside of his community, he will forever be known.
Yo, what?
Carlos needs to join up because he said in the chat, yo, play Minecraft.
Yo, play Minecraft? Alright, I will play Minecraft after we're done reacting to this very weird video.
As the guy who's into horse porn and lolly. But now more than a year and a half since his controversy, Vorsh is still alive and kicking. Okay, little update. This is a bit of a coincidence, but ever since I wrote, recorded, and edited this video, Vorsh has yet again had allegations come his way. A woman known as Sarah Fields, a Republican state delegate, came out on Twitter this past week to share some screenshots of Vorsh allegedly inappropriately messaging a minor when he was 23 years old back in 2017. H3H3 has covered this on his channel within a video that has been seen by 400,000 and counting, and the tweet now has near enough 1 million views. If these screenshots are
What?
You gotta join up. You gotta make Carlos join the streaming.
Yo, I don't even know.
legitimate, then it doesn't look good for the folder situation, and people in the comment section are mentioning it once more. So maybe this is the final straw for Vorsh. We'll just have to wait and see. So we should be a little bit more than halfway through the video right now, and I'd just like to
see. Yeah.
Quickly ask you guys that if you haven't already, please make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel.
You know what, chat? I'll give it a like for right now, but I don't know. I might subscribe at the end.
We're fastly approaching 200,000 subscribers. It's an absolute dream, and with your support, I know that we can get there. Liking and subscribing takes 2 seconds, it costs nothing, and it would genuinely help me out. But if you're not totally convinced whether or not you should subscribe yet, then I'll let the rest of this video speak for itself. On to the quickest story we have. This next one will be discussing the largest name that we have today. Because believe this or not, iShowSpeed had an unfortunate search pop up while live, which was then spread throughout.
Didn't we just watch this
the internet?
Short,
Skeleton.
Nigger, nigger,
yo!
nigger, nigger.
Your stream is cooked. Skeleton. Skeleton.
Well, that's gonna definitely give us a bunch of views now, bro.
Yeah. Skeleton, you're cooked. Skeleton.
Let's finish the video.
Skeleton, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm taking a screenshot.
You gotta listen to a Primus song, bro. You gotta listen to a Primus
iShow Speed is no stranger to having things pop up or out during his streams. If you can remember back to his infamous Chica incident, iShowMeat accidentally exposed himself in front of essentially the entire internet. Once you've gone through something like that, I feel like what we're about to discuss won't have as much of an impact on you, even if it is still very embarrassing. To cut to the chase, back in late 2023, while live, he began Googling something. After typing in H and O, the bar autofilled to how to have sex in cyberpunk. Given iShow Speed's chokehold in the live streaming space, given his immense popularity and clout, this single frame or two was spotted and then shared by media outlets such as Sportskeeda and Drama Alert, who sounded the alarm bells on Twitter. Do keep in mind that Keemstar would have been 41 years old by this point, and he took the time out of his day to go onto Twitter and tell the masses, tell the world, ring the alarm bells out, that iShow Speed, who was 18 at the time, had potentially been gooning to cyberpunk. Breaking news, guys, our top story tonight: an 18-year-old male might have been wanking. Well, I, for one, am shocked and appalled. You will be getting a strongly worded letter, Mr. iShow Speed. Won't somebody please think of the children? And also keep in mind that this does not mean that iShow Speed actually got off to it. It's just that he searched up how to do it. Maybe he did that because he thought that it would be funny, or he just wanted to get his character laid. Who knows? The search does seem fairly incriminating upon first glance, but to be honest, it doesn't mean anything. That said, because it was reported on and seen by over 6 million people on Twitter, and because it fit the criteria of this video, I thought that I'd include it. Generally though, I think that this is nothing more than a fat, juicy nothing burger. But if we're discussing the fastest growing live streamers on the internet, then I would be remiss not to mention Sketch, who in the summer of 2024 had his life turned around after it was discovered that he had a history in participating in gay OnlyFans content.
What?
So Sketch is a very large live streamer with more than 1.6 million followers on Twitch. However, his blossoming online career suffered a great disturbance in July 2024, after a video by a channel called Pocketbook Philosophy was released into the ether. The video was titled The Real Sketch, The Untold Story of Jamie Marr. Within this video, Pocketbook revealed one of Sketch's deepest, darkest secrets, that being that 2 years prior, before he had started his streaming career, Sketch had participated in homosexual OnlyFans content.
What?
But here's the interesting thing. After this all blew up, there was a large portion of people who questioned, what was the problem? Sketch was a legal adult when he made these videos, and he consented to be in them. So therefore, what people were upset about was a grown man consensually participating in adult content. Many people—
What?
Share your screen.
Why?
Your stream is delayed by like 30 seconds. So every time you talk, all you hear is
I wonder what Carlos is DMing me. Oh, he called me a couple times, so okay.
were arguing that there wasn't actually anything wrong with this, and they were accusing anyone who was upset at this of being homophobic. On top of that, some people were mad at Pocketbook. You see, Pocketbook said that he felt comfortable revealing this information because being LGBT shouldn't be a problem in the modern day. But at the same time, many fans thought that Sketch had been outed for having been in sex work. They felt as though Sketch should have been the one to choose whether or not the public knew about his past. I found a Reddit thread that agreed with this statement. They felt that this just wasn't Pocketbook's place, and that this wasn't journalism. This felt like a needless attack that had detrimental effects to both Sketch's professional and personal life. I do agree that a lot of people that were negatively reacting to this were probably just being homophobic. That said, I feel as though no matter who it was, if there was someone in Twitch's elite, their 0.1%, that had any sort of pornographic video of them leaked, it would be the subject of intense online discourse and scrutiny. But obviously, if the content is LGBT, it's only naturally going to see more hate. Sketch would eventually respond to the murmurs, coming completely clean and saying this.
I did not have sexual relations with that man. I'm just kidding. I did. Yeah, that was me. I f***ed up. I won't do it again. I'm just kidding. Well, I am dead serious about not doing it again. That was a dark time. Rough time.
But as has been a fairly common theme in this video, Sketch would not see his career end because of the controversy. He's still a very popular creator. Albeit, if you take a look at his social blade, you'll notice that his growth was severely impacted. Maybe this is just a coincidence and it was always going to slow down, but after July 2024, Sketch couldn't continue his exponential growth. While this revelation didn't end his career, it certainly impacted it. But if this video impacted you, then why not watch my video on furries and their unhinged drama? For context, there is a story in that video about a group of furries at a sex party that pleasured themselves over a pizza and then ate the pizza. If you like to watch videos about weird sex stuff on
Yo, we need to watch this. Watch it. Watch the video. Watch the video. Watch the previous unhinged drama. On the left. You need to watch.
We are going to subscribe to this guy, and we're gonna save this for next weekend, bro.
The furry school walkout. Hold up. Nah, wait. We need to see this, Skelton. This is urgent.
Whoa. Whoa.
Who's Deceptive Galaxy?
I know who that is. That's Vance. That's Vance. We don't like him.
Vance. Isn't that like the guy from like GTA Vice City? Play a video! The Deceptive Galaxy, are you Fred?
He is.
Deceptive Galaxy, Deceptive Galaxy, I'm reporting your account. Because you're Fred. According to Skeleton 8727.
Alright, we're gonna play some Minecraft, bro. Let's see. What skin should we use?
Deceptive Galaxy.
He said, why are you lying about me? Because you gooed Alex, and...
Wait, you gooned the Alex? Hey, yo, chill. We have some background music. Search up Tom Pearl audio.
Yo, no.
We need some background.